You are watching the Per Hour Blogs.
All right, so early in the morning, and not even that early, it's 9, but client asked me to meet up with him at a gas station to turn in, or him to pick up his stuff and me to turn in his stuff. You get it. And I appreciate days like this because it gets the ball rolling. It gets me out of the house, it gets me ready to start the day, right? And another note. So yesterday I was able to catch up on my uploads. It was the uploads from February 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, right? So Sunday, since Sunday, right? And today, Friday, yeah, I'm on a clean slate. Like whatever I edit today, whatever I capture today, I will be editing as the day progresses, and then so I can be ready by the end of the day to be uploaded. And that's how it should be. The only thing that changed is that I want to introduce intros at the beginning, knowing everything that happened. So at the end, I had a lot of workload, right? At the end of the day, and instead, I want at the end of the day to be as simple as possible because I'm already tired. I'm already drained from the day, and I could just do the intros in the beginning, and then at the end just end it with like, hey, thank you for watching, make sure to subscribe, I'll see you in the next week. Sorry, I'll see you in the next day. But that's all right? But yeah, see you in the next hour. Hey guys, we're ready to go out.
It was a crazy night last night.
Oh yeah,
I'm so hungover.
yeah, crazy night. I came to pick up Alo, like I said, and she's not ready.
I'm ready.
And
I'm ready.
she's ready? Okay, she is ready. And I found my sunglasses, so I thought oh, what are you picking on the video, eh? What are you picking? What are you picking in the video? I did a bam.
Blue suit.
Yeah, little blue suit, and we're like all black. Let's go and get. Hey guys, let's go and get the dilly dallies that my wife wants to get. Oh, look at my wife. She doesn't like when I do the shots, I guess.
No, it's on TV. It's like all face.
Yeah, she wants to go get some stuff because she's doing a
Gallentine.
Gallentine. She doesn't. Those women don't want their man.
I do.
Oh, okay. I don't know. But yeah, they just want to go hang out by themselves, and they're gonna give each other like 4 different gifts, so that everybody gets 1. 5, so that everybody gets 5. Mm-hmm. So Alona needs to get 5. She needs to get 4 items so she can give to her gals. Okay, let's go then. Came here to Target because we needed the Honest wipes for baby Demi because we ran out of them. But I lost my wife in all this sea of items. Oh, there she is. I found her. I was telling them that we came to Target for one thing and one thing only. And she's over here like, what is this? she's like, who's that in the bag? So, baby Demi is right here. Oh, baby Demi is with us, and he likes to ride around. He enjoys the getting out. What he doesn't enjoy actually is when we get him in his carport. He does not like it when we put him there. But whenever we are riding around the store, he seems to enjoy it a lot. And now, since we're up here, let's go get that package of Honest wipies. And why Honest? These are all decisions my wife has done. She says there's only one type, and it's this one. That's the only ones that she would ever get, the Honest ones. So that's what we get. All right, so we're back from the shops, we're back from the stores, And I am here sitting, contemplating, and already wanting to get the ball rolling. On what? On the projects on that I want to develop. Okay. And what is that project? It's going to be the first project that I'm going to create and document with this blogs, right? The per hour blogs. The per hour blogs is only the system, it's only the frame in which I'm going to do it. But what I'm gonna be creating, you gotta sit down, buckle up, and join the ride, right? Get on the ride, because it's going to be a roller coaster of documenting the journey, the up and downs of creating this project. And I'm starting with project number 1, and this project is going to be revolutionary, I want to say, and I will say, because I'm gonna be disrupting the way print shops have been doing their apparel. Artists has been doing their apparel. The fashion world has been doing apparel, because I'm gonna bring it to the creator, to the artists. I'm gonna be bringing the power to the artist and giving a blueprint on how to move forward with apparel, with branding, your own branding, and your own clothing brand and your own fashion brand, right? I'm gonna be disrupting that, because I'm gonna be introducing a new item, a new way of doing apparel, branding, and fashion. So stay tuned. Y'all are gonna be first dips. Y'all are gonna be first adopters of this new system, and I'm gonna bring it to the market, and y'all are gonna be witnessing this new way of doing apparel and branding and fashion. So stay tuned. And y'all are gonna get it for free. The first project, y'all are getting it for free, honestly. It's for all the subscribers that subscribe to my channel. Y'all gonna be getting this, okay? So make sure to subscribe. See you in a bit. See you in an hour. In my previous hour, I mentioned that I'm here to disrupt the traditional way of printing. Printing for apparel, printing for brands, and printing for fashion, right? But before I even address like how I'm going to disrupt it, right? I must talk about what I see, or how I understand the traditional way of printing apparel, branding, and fashion, right? So the way that I have it understand is that a designer or an artist comes up with a design, comes up with a brand, it comes up with a nice graphic, right? Then they have to search for the supplier. They have to search for the person or the company or the business that's going to print their stuff, right? And they have to go through this whole process of like, hey, what can you do? This is what I have in mind, and here's all the logistics. Here's what we have to do. This is how much it will cost you. This is how much work you have to put in, and this is how much we are going to have to do. Oh, we can't do that. Oh, that's actually too expensive. And then artists just kind of like fall down and go like, man, then we gotta do what they can. I gotta find a provider that can print what I want. And then your options are limited. That's so far what I understand. And the reason why I know this is because I went through that process. I went through suppliers, and I went through people, I went through companies that said like, this is what we do and this is what we can do. And there's limitations, a lot of limitations. That's what I understand to be the traditional way of printing for apparel, merchandise, and fashion, right? How am I gonna disrupt it? Well, that is what I'm going to be revealing and figuring it out. And not that I'm figuring out, I have an idea. I just gotta bring it to life. So the traditional way of printing, the way that it has been done for so long, and is the golden standard, right? The traditional way, which is screen printing, right? You go to a provider and you go to a supplier that says, hey, I want this design done onto t-shirts, or I want this design done into a garment, right? Merchandise, pretty much, right? So the artist will be presenting this. You go to the provider and they'll be like, okay, well,
here's how it works. Well, your art, we need to separate it into sections, right? And depending on how much colors you have. So a limitation there, you can already start seeing that if you can only use 3 colors, right? Because they'll have to separate each color and make it into screens, which then they use the screens to layer your colors onto a t-shirt, or layer your colors into some pants, or some I want to say hat, or like sweater, right? And thus that already gives you a lot of limitations as an artist. Now artists have had to comply with the system, and the only thing, or the only option given to them was like, this is just how it is. New technologies come by and they're like, oh, we have a solution, but hey, nobody has really solved how to do it properly, right? Because there are other technologies now. Instead of screen printing, there is direct to garments system, with its own limitations, and then there is the direct to film that then gets heat pressed onto a t-shirt or a garment. And these are also, they have limitations and they have their own characteristics. They all have pros and cons, right? Pros and cons. And as an artist, you have to weigh out which ones of those give you more creative freedom and which limit you the most. So from that, I just wanted to throw that, because I'm wanting to define exactly what traditional printing is. And that's an example of limitations for traditional printing. Right? See you in the next hour. With me bringing the traditional way of printing, I have to mention the 2 other most modern, or more newer versions of printing, and that is the DTG way of printing, which involves onto printing directly onto a t-shirt, which that's what DTG stands for, direct to garment printing. And that one, you take a t-shirt, you pre-treat it with the solution, and then when you print onto the t-shirt, it actually prints like a printer onto the t-shirt. So your range of creativity when it comes to design is endless. And now, obviously, there are limitations. We'll talk about those later on. The other one would be DTF. DTF stands for direct to transfer, or direct to film, right? Same process of DTG, but instead of printing directly onto t-shirt, it prints directly onto a film, which then the second process would be to it applies this thin layer of powder material that then gets melted onto the ink. And from there, once it's cured and once it's ready, prepared, then you can heat press it onto a t-shirt, which sticks to it permanently, and like it's very durable, right? Again, pros and cons with those 2 items, right? And why am I bringing all this up? Because I've done all of them. I've worked at a print shop business once, right? And know the ins and outs of a print shop where it's screen printing, right? I've worked with a DTG printer. I have one myself. And I also have work with DTF process of printing. So I'm very versatile and very informed on both on the three ways of printing: the traditional way, the most modern, newest one, and the very new one, the disruptor, the one that came to change the game, and that a lot of the new fashion and a lot of the new brands are picking because of how easy it is to just get your films to print. And it's what these new graphic t-shirts are relying and going for when it comes to design. Now, obviously, all of them come with pros and cons, and that's what I'm going to be breaking down even further on through this whole journey of providing my very own disruptive way of doing things. So stay tuned, and like I said, sit down, buckle up, because we're going on a ride. see you in the next hour. And most likely I'm gonna start doing something else because I've been here sitting down thinking about this way too long. So let's do something else in the next hour. The winter storm is done, so I'm reattaching the water hose, right? I removed the ice protective, the freezing protective guard, right? It prevents from freezing, right? So I reattach the hose because I'm gonna be using this to wash off the bucket that I had for extra water on the day of that it froze, in case the waters would freeze or we would get our well water, since it works out of electricity. If they shut off the electricity, then we have no water. And I had that one as to use for miscellaneous purposes, like water for miscellaneous purposes. And then we just turn it on, and I'm just gonna wash it off. So I'm here spending some time with my little baby boy before Mama takes him to her little Gallentine's Day with her homegirls. Hi.
Hi.
So, yeah, what are y'all gonna eat?
We're actually gonna eat wings.
Oh my goodness, I'm so jealous.
I know.
But tell him.
I told him, like, just wear a red dress and I'll say you're like my prima from.
Oh yeah, she
somewhere.
said I could go, but just wear a dress. I'm like, no. But like, tell him your little. Do you eat bone-in wings? Boneless.
I do eat. I eat chicken.
And it's not in my perspective. That's not real wings. Those are chicken nuggets.
It's really not.
Yeah.
That's my only way I can eat pollitos.
So yeah, she does not touch regular bone-in wings. For whatever reason, she has her reasons. But for me, it has to be with the bone-in. It's the only way to enjoy true wings. And I'm jealous that they're gonna have some wings. I gotta wait. I gotta wait until Sunday probably to get some wings. But I get the mango habanero with Korean spicy barbecue. Spicy Korean barbecue from Wingstop. And they have to be from Wingstop. I've tried Buffalo Wild Wings and we've gone to several other ones. Wingstop is where it's at. The boys pulled through. They're actually hanging out as well. So I got dressed up. We're gonna do some guy Valentine's Day. Puros dudes. And so Alondra decided that she's gonna drive herself. She's gonna drive us over there. She hasn't driven in a long time, by the way, guys. That's unbelievable. But other than that, yeah, the guys are gonna hang out. I don't know what we're doing, but I think it has to do with wings. Hopefully we get mango habanero and Korean barbecue. I can deal with the other ones, but it's just full ecstasy and full satisfaction if I get those flavors. And baby is ready. Mama is the one that's taking a while. So let's go hang out with the boys. And this might be the last entry, guys. So in a way, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and follow the journey, right? And stay tuned for that free item that I will be building, all right? I give some context of what it might be within this video. So